Yep, it's that time again. Let's recreate some posters. If you are unfamiliar with this series on the channel, this is a celebration of all things musical posters. Posters are so important to a musical. Marketing is so extremely important. A great poster can be the one thing that convinces a person to come and see it. And I know there's the old idiom, don't judge a book by its colour, but let's be honest, we all do. We've done so many posters so far, from Matilda, Come From Away, Moulin Rouge, Waitress, Hamilton, Wicked, and now I have selected 4 more posters with your help to decide what I recreate today. I'm going to take you for the journey of me recreating it, and then we're going to edit these together. But if you haven't seen my face before, hi, I'm Ellie. I talk about theatre. I am the most chaotic theatre person on the internet, as you'll probably see in this video. I do reviews, I do discussions, I do versus brackets and tier lists, and if any of that sounds interesting to you, please consider hitting like and subscribe. It really helps me, it helps the channel. But let's dive in to the posters. So, I have selected 4 posters. I asked you like ages ago on Instagram to give me some suggestions, and it kind of shows because 2 of these shows that I'm talking about today have closed. Very timely on this one. But let's walk quickly through the posters I'll be recreating today. First off, we have this Mamma Mia one. Now, the thing about this is I don't own a wedding dress, so I don't know how I'm going to recreate this one. I have like a top that has like a similar cutout, so I'm assuming I'll just wear that. It's red, and I can either like change the color of that or like, I don't know, Photoshop a wedding dress onto me. I'll find a way. I always do. Next up, one of the most suggested ones was to do Next to Normal. I refuse. I straight up refuse to do the West End one because this poster, it's not it. I'll be honest. Now that the show's gone, I do not like this poster. I never wanted this poster. I don't like it. The thing is, this would be like a really easy one to recreate because all I need to do is do that and then take a photo and then silhouette myself and then steal everything else from the actual poster. But that's boring. I don't want to do that. So instead, I'm going to go for the Donmar poster from Next to Normal, which I think is a bit better. I think this one has a nicer color scheme. I think there's a cool thing I could do with the effect. I think there's a nice bit of editing that I can do with this one. That's like, that's why I'm going to go with this one. I know a lot of people specified that they wanted the West End one. No. Talking of another show that's closing the West End, I always try and do a British musical in here to celebrate British musicals. Last time I did Benjamin Button because that poster is gorgeous, and now that poster is on that theatre, and my god, it looks even more gorgeous. Ironically, that is at the Ambassadors, and the show that we are doing this time is also at the Ambassadors because we are doing Kathy and Stella Solve a Murder. Now, this one is deceptively simple because it does just look like 2 people standing there, but there's also some figures in the background. There's also like the textures at the side, the backdrop. Like, I think this is going to be very similar to Waitress, but there's a lot of playing around I can do with the background and recreating that, which is going to make this a lot more fun and a lot less simple than it looks. And finally, there's always one that I do which requires a little bit of makeup, and this time I have chosen Cabaret. Now, I know it doesn't like it needs makeup, but it does. I assure you it does. So let's walk through and recreate these posters. Let's start with Next to Normal. I feel like this is going to be one of the easiest ones to take a photo for, so let's just dive into it. So the thing about Next to Normal's poster is that she's wearing quite a muted colour. She's wearing like a dark colour. Looks almost a little bit navy in a way, but I don't really have anything that's navy, so I've gone with this dress. I thought this was quite nice. I don't know. This is like the darkest thing I own. Annoyingly, she has like sleeves in the poster. It's like more of like a cardigan type thing, which I do own cardigans, but they're all like bright coloured and pink, and you know, it's too much. It's too much. It's too far. So we're just going to go sleeveless for this one. And I need 3 photos. I need one with me kind of like that, one with me looking down, very concerned, and then one screamy hand on face. So I'll go grab those right now. Next up is Kathy and Stella Solve a Murder. Now, this one's quite cute. I think there's a lot of like background elements that I can get. So not only am I going to recreate like one thing in this, I'm going to recreate like 3 figures in this image, which is quite fun. Where's the third figure? Well, you'll notice that to the side of Kathy and Stella, there's what looks like a person in a certain hat. Obviously, this is my Kathy outfit. Love a bit of Kathy. It's the closest I can get. I've got the colour scheme. Like, is it perfect? No, but like, this is the most yellow thing I own. And I have a green top and like a blazer jacket for Stella on the side there. She's wearing like a blazer. Annoyingly, I used to own a mic very similar to the mic that Stella is holding in that. That's like a Blue Yeti mic. I used to have a Blue Yeti mic, but now I use Elgato. So I guess I just unplug my mic and use this one. But I do have a lovely torch, which I'll use. So let's go and recreate some of these ones. Now, next up, Cabaret. This is going to be fun. Now, it was a little bit contentious. I was going back and forth with an umming and ahhing which poster to recreate. I'm happy to do the other ones in the future. So, like, if you really want to see, like, a Broadway version of it, like, for the current revival, I feel like if I was going to do any poster, it wouldn't be any of the posters for the West End. It would probably be this one. But I felt like the Alan Cumming poster was more iconic. And also a little bit easier to recreate. And I have more of the things to be able to actually properly recreate it, so... But, you know, I don't want to go halfway on this. So let me change quickly and then I will get into full makeup. So I'm going to turn myself white. You may be thinking, Ellie, the MC's makeup isn't like that white. You don't have to paint yourself white. Like, you're going to put this in black and white anyway. Why are you painting yourself white? And I say cowards to you. I say cowards. You don't think I should be turning myself white for this? You don't think I should go all the way? You don't think I should commit? I commit in everything I do. Am I scared that I'm painting this on the same thing that I use for Alphaba, and so I don't want to use the bottom, I want to use the top, so that I turn myself white and not green? Yes, I don't want any cross-contamination. This is the drama. This is how I do it. I didn't even show you the process of turning myself green. I just turned myself green and then went onto camera last video. I'm going all the way today. I'm going to turn myself into, not Joel Grey. It's not Joel Grey. It's Alan Cummings' version, this one. This is Alan Cummings. I'm going to turn myself into Alan Cummings MC. I'm going to do all the makeup. I'm going to do this. I want to tie my hair up because my hair is all everywhere. Here, there, and everywhere. I'm painting my full face for this when it's cropped. I didn't even need to paint my full face. Why do I do this? You can't even see the eyebrows or like the top of the head. Why have I done my forehead for this? God, every time I see myself like this, it's horrific. I own black lipstick somewhere. I've not used it in years. And the one time I need to use it, it disappears. Typical. So my alternative, I'm just gonna put some lovely black eyeshadow on my lips. Should I set it with powder? Do I want to set it with powder? Does it matter? Do I need to set it with powder? I'm taking it off like immediately after this. I'm not trying to make this last. All right, black on my lips. Let's go. Yippee. This is professional. Can I purse my lips and make it... Oh, kind of, actually. Okay, I gotta create, like, the big kissy lippy thing. So, yeah. I made it way too thick. But also, I'm not fixing it because that would take so much time. I could use eyeliner as a lip liner. Is that way too chaotic? I don't know. Okay, that's a mess, but we'll go with it. It's fine. Do I look pretty? I look quite pretty. And now, it's time to do some eyeliner. So the thing is, I have one style of eyeliner. I have never swayed from that one style of eyeliner. I did honestly, I have thought about just doing that on top of this, but I don't think that's like, it wouldn't be right. So let's try and recreate what Alan Cumming had. Oh God. I have really watery eyes. This is too much. This is drama. I don't like it. This is why I don't do anything underneath my eyes. Thank you, Willow. She agrees. Wait, please tell me no one's at my door. Please tell me no one's at my door. Please tell me no one's at the door. It's fine, they threw it over the fence. It's fine. I was not opening the door like this. I'm sorry, there's a lot of things I will do. I will do this online in specific contexts. I'm not opening my front door like this. That is too far. Okay, that is too far. The eyeliner does not work. Eyeshadow? Slay. Eyeliner? No, does not work on lips. Okay, I'm gonna try again. The thing is, I have to do this really slowly because otherwise my eyes will water and ruin it. Because I don't like things being too near my eye. But I've got to mimic this style. It's actually quite thick. I can't even like pull my face either because currently my face is painted white. And if I pull my face, then you're going to see that I'm not this pale underneath. Do it on top as well, but it's very thin. I've now got to do it on this side. I'll do the top first. Because that's easier. I can do the top just fine. I have years of practice. So this is just like, this side's just straight up, not even near my waterline. I've got like little flecks where I've screwed it up. And honestly, I'm just keeping them because it's a bit messy. It's a bit cabaret, you know? Is it good? No. Does it look remotely similar? Yeah. So we'll go with that. And now I can take some photos. I feel pretty, oh so pretty. I feel pretty and witty and gay, yeah. And finally we have the one that shouldn't be the hardest, but is probably gonna be the hardest. Mamma Mia. So I have two options. We have this one to start with, which gives a lot more Lydia and Beetlejuice getting married than it does Sophie and Mamma Mia. But I mean, it kind of gives the shape of like the wedding dress. So, like, I could always, like, I don't know, like, duotone or, like, change this to be... I don't know how well I can do that, but, like, change this to be white? I don't know. Or we can go for the good old classic old reliable. Bedsheets. All right, that's all the photos taken. This has probably been a fairly easy like photo shoot. Normally these take me like hours on end and like I'm stressing out. I think it was good because I organized outfits before I started filming for once. So I wasn't just running around going, where is a hat? But now let's hop over and let's start editing them. Hello, welcome to the edit. So, we're going to go in order now, starting with next to normal, as you can see on screen right now. So, the way we do it now is we just literally start and recreate it. The first thing I'm going to need is this logo. Oh, this is what I used last time. Okay, here we go. So, we can use this one. Maybe I can find a version... That's not that. Here we go. This is what I'm looking for. Stuff like this. Hell yeah. Yes. Yes. That's way too small. Alright, let's go with you and see if I like you. It's kind of small, but I'll deal with it. Last time it's really fun because I was able to like adapt these after the fact and put them on the merch store. If you don't know, I have a merch store. And after this video, when it goes up, they should all be up on the merch store. So you can go and check out the merch store if you would like to see things. Okay, I have the logo. Let's now collect the color of the background. There's a lot of different like texture things. There's like a little bit of haze and like dots. So I'm going to search up dots. That's kind of what I want. I want this kind of like even like smaller and more faded than that, but like that kind of like ruggedy texture. It won't be too visible, but it'll be like a nice little thing back there. There we go. That's what I'm looking for. There's like kind of like the almost like paneling with like the different colors as well. I kind of want a bit of that. Rectangle. All right, now I'll use the same color blue and then I'll just deepen it a little bit to kind of give it that little bit of like pop and texture, make it bigger, and then we fade, make it more transparent. And that'll give us a little bit of that different type of pop. I've done a few little touches on the background and, you know, I don't know why I started with that. I should have started with other things instead. Okay, I need to pick my favorite me out of all of the me's for each one. That one's a bit too angry. I like this one. My hair looks a mess, but I like this one more, I feel. See between that one and that one, and I think this one's a bit more central, so I'll go with that one. There we go. That's the other side. And now let's get these ones going. Now, I realize I took all of these on the wrong side of the face. I will just have to flip it. Now, the hand kind of goes like down a bit. It's not really too much on the face, and a lot of these are on the face. So I think our best one is this one. Let's background move it, and let's give it a little flip. There we go. All problems are solved. All right, now let's go and place me upon the case of leavies. Then that one can go there. Where's my other me hiding? There you are. I see you. There we go. Actually, this looks pretty decent. This already looks pretty decent. I'm happy. These guys are very faded, so I need to go here, make them a little bit more transparent. Oh yes. Oh yes. Oh, this is gonna look so good. Why did they not go with this poster when they transferred to the West End? I do not know. Okay, this already looks really good. Oh, look at that. Okay, I want a kind of like a blur or like a fade across. I'm not sure what the best asset to grab for that is. I feel like before I look up blur, I feel like I should blur them like a little bit. Not by much, but like if I did like a whole image blur, like even that's too much. We're going with 4. 4's what I've got them. I could go a bit more. 6. 6 is 6 perfect. Yes. Yep. 6 is the one. 6 is the one, everyone. Write that down. 6 is the one. Have I made the best poster of the video right at the start? I might have done. I might have done. I want that kind of like ghostly effect. Ghostly effect. Nope. Nope, it's just giving me ghosts. What a surprise. It's kind of like that blur lines. Maybe like a blurred lines. Like the song. Okay, maybe if we had this. And that's like running along like the back. This is the thing. If I was on Photoshop, I would be able to like apply this image, this effect just to me. But I don't have that. I don't earn enough money to be able to pay for Adobe. So I could do it. But I can't. I can make myself into a frame. And if I made myself into a frame... Hold on, this might be the solution. This is a weird solution, I'll tell you that right now, but this might be the solution. If I could make me into a frame that... Oh, this might actually work. So if I did this, okay, and then put that effect, and then we layer that over... That actually worked. It's a little bit lopsided. It's not perfect. If I can make it a bit more transparent, then like it won't matter that it's a little bit imperfect. But see, this is what you do. You test the limits of your editing tools. And does it do a better job? No, but it gets close enough and then you don't have to spend money. Oh my god, and now I just need to repeat the process, but with the other me, and I have that kind of liney effect going across. Oh my god, this is so good. Now, annoyingly, this one didn't grab a lot of my little hairs, but, you know, we are at the mercy of the free software, so I'm a genius. I'm a genius! Okay. So what I want to do now is let's return to the background, add a little bit more texture, pull forward the logo. I may want to make the logo a bit more sharp and get a better image for it. And then I think this one is pretty done. No, this one's better. This one's better. This one's better. We found a better one. Guys, we did it. We did it. I'm almost done. I can almost move on to the next one. Should we put the Don Mar logo in? Should I make an Ellie version of the Don Mar logo to go up the top? That's hilarious. Let's get the color. Wee, boop. The Ellie. And here we go. This is so good. This is so good. Oh no, I've peaked early. This is too good. Okay, let's move on. Next one. Let's do Kathy and Stella. Now, this has got a lot of fiddly bits. So let's pick our Kathy, Stella, and figure. I think the easiest one to pick first is the figure at the side. So I think this one's a bit more accurate. The nose is actually saying that. I think this one actually might be more accurate. Yeah, I like this one more. Let's go with that one. Now, I realized partway through that I didn't have earphones on, so some of these are good, but they don't have the headphones. So it's this one or this one. I think they're both pretty good. I'd go with this one. I don't think I quite nailed the facial expression. I don't think I did. It's okay, it's my version, you know? It's just my artistic expression, not me messing it up. Which one do I like more for Miss Kathy? I like the expressions a bit better in this one. This is going to be a fade job, I think. I need some black fades. Because as you can see, the top bit kind of fades off. You have like the star rating at the top. You have the curtains, which we'll grab some assets for in a bit. But we need that at the top, and we need this towards the bottom. Just kind of square it off a bit more. Now, Kathy and Stella should be an easy one to grab a logo for, because I remember using a logo for it when I did my review for it. So, Yeah, I miss Kathy and Stella. I hope Kathy and Stella comes back in some sort, because it was such a fun little show. Now, that's the sad thing about this, is I kind of messed up the placement of the mic, so Kathy's going to have to come a bit lower, I feel. Okay, I like their placement. I want a flash of light. Wait, do I still have it? I did like a subtle recreation. It wasn't like, it's not as accurate as these ones, because I try and aim these to be like, you know, pretty spot on. But I did a Kathy and Stella thing on my Instagram. Yes, I did save it. I did save it, because this had the best asset for it. Yes. Yes. There we go. Just steal that from myself. Clicky, clicky. Oh, perfect. Oh, yes. It's not the most accurate, but I like it. I like it a lot. There we go. A shining flashlight. Let's grab a Kathy and Stella logo. This one's a lot more accurate to this logo. There's the one that has like the green on it, but I want this one. Bring that down. Oh, this looks so good. Okay. I am cooking today. Prepare your plate, because I am cooking. Next up, I need a curtain. I need a curtain asset. I'm going to change colors of it. So I need a curtain asset that kind of like swoops down in the way that I want this to. This one does change color. It's a bit cartoony, but I feel like it might work for what we want, because we want this kind of like shape created. Because they have like this bit here. It's going to be quite faded and like dark, so it doesn't really matter too much. If I copy another one of those, bring it more onto its side, make it bigger, like that. Giving it a real spooky feel. Can I like flip it in a certain way to make it match this more? I guess if I did this and flipped. I'm a genius. There we go. Oh, yes. Hell yes. Now, I'm just going to move this out of the way so I can, like, neaten it up a bit more. All right, next up, let's take the last me, which is this one. Hello. And we're going to put me in the prime position of spooky guy staring at the side. And then just, like, bringing the brightness all the way down. Bringing the blacks all the way up. And the whites all the way down. Contrast up. Yeah, that kind of gives it more of a figurey feel, I think. I do want to kind of more be lurking in the background. Like, you can't quite tell it's me, but it is me. And you'll know that because you've watched this video. I think that's a good medium place. That's a good medium place. I like that. Okay, let's go back to the curtains, change some colors. If I drag the poster along, I want it to kind of more match this. Yes! Yes, that looks so good! I feel like I've almost got this. Okay, I need a moon. I want it to be a bit more like bluey, glowy, but this is nice. Let's just use some of my cheeky, handy-dandy editing tools to make it more like that. If I bring that down, maybe the purple being more of a white. Oh, yes. Adjust, bring up the brightness a bit more. Yes. Wonderful. Okay, I think that's a quite nice moon to use. We got like a nice glow. Okay, and now I need like a starry background. Starry background. It's gonna look too much like snow though. That's my fear. I don't want it to look like snow. They need to look like stars. And if I did it like this, all I would really need to do is color the background. Let's take a look. Is there any other like massive details in this background that I feel like I need to bring back in? If I grab it from the background to make it that kind of like dark color, what does that look like without it? Okay, I'm not sure about the stars yet. Okay, I'm not sure about the stars. I don't think they look very good. I feel like I'm getting closer. It's not perfect yet, but I'm getting closer. And that's all we can ask for. Okay, maybe it's a bit more smoke. Maybe it just needs to be a bit more smoky. Yes, I feel like that's a bit closer. Let's bring that behind. I think we're getting there. We are definitely getting there. I feel like I also need to do a quote at the top. I feel like I need that as well. And let's get that exact color, because why not? A nice color. They chose good things for their marketing. Let's put a review of mine for Kathy and Stella. I quite liked it, honestly. Yeah, that font's not too far. We can put Ellie's Orcs Theatre under it as well. I could go and get an actual live for my review, but I'm lazy at the moment and I don't want to do that. That works very well. All right. That's Kathy and Stella. This one's really good as well. Oh, I am slaying today on these. Let's go straight on to the next one. Cabaret. This is an easy one. The hardest bit was getting into the makeup, and I've already done that. So this should be quite easy to put together. Annoyingly, I'm going to make everything a lot quite grayscale, but that'll be fine. What are they called? Name for door panel sliding thing with eye hole. Sill pan. A pan. Nope, I don't think that's what I. Peephole door big. What's the official name for that thing? The thing where you like pull it in like a club. I've just realized what I could search up to make it really easy, and it would have saved me about 5 whole minutes. Wooden frame. Yep, that's it. That's the one. That's more like it. Yep. Yeah, if I made that bigger, you can kind of see. Unless I just did this. And then there we go. Let's select a me to go behind in the frame. I mean, they're all very samey, aren't they? Yeah, first one's a charm, I think. I think they're all very similar. I feel like it'd be picking between, like, the finest of hairs. Now, let's find a good Cabaret logo. Oh my god, it was actually in color? What am I doing here? I was, like, determined on the fact that it was grayscale. No, it was actually in color. Wow, maybe we need to grab a different Cabaret logo. Thank God I turned myself white. Well, looks like we're going to be in color now. Okay, if we're not going in black and white, because apparently I dreamed this, then we may need to reassess a couple of things, because I think the photo where the lighting is, you can kind of see a lot of my paler skin. I did touch up the makeup there. Don't say that I didn't. You saw it. I had makeup there. It's just because of the lighting, it kind of looks less. So I need to fix that. So let's go hard edit mode and try and find a way to fix this and slay. Maybe I should just go black and white. That would be so much easier. Okay, so I also have these ones, but I don't like any of these ones. The actual like framing and everything on this one is so much more accurate to the official photo. I was staring too far out on all of those ones. These ones, I'm not wide-eyed enough, but the lighting is a lot better on these ones and shows like the fact that I did have my face fully painted white. I have a choice now. The choice is thus. I change it and go with the less accurate ones, or I stick with a non-color version and just go with the grayscale version. Obviously, it exists. It's there. It's just not like the official poster. But I feel like because of what we've got, I feel like it's better to go with the grayscale. So I'm going to stick with my guns. I'm going to stick with the grayscale. It's a shame because I do quite like it in color, actually. It looks quite good in color, but it is better. It is better to go with the grayscale just because it's going to make me look a bit nicer in these photos. This should be, from now, this should be the easiest one to recreate. Here's a little black rectangle that we can crop to size. Let's make these match with the grayscale. Yeah, I don't love this frame, but I feel like this is a better kind of compromise to it, I guess, is what I'll go with. Compromise, sure. We want kind of like a textured wooden feel, but not too much. I'm being very specific with something that feels like I shouldn't be specific with it. I quite like this one, that kind of paneling. This is going to be the least accurate one so far, but I've done 2 really good ones, so I feel like I deserve this. All right, panel there, make it grey, make it Joe Grey. That's the wrong version of Cabaret. That's the original. I should have done that one instead. And I want a kind of like simpler wooden panel for the little bit on the door, because he kind of has it to there. All right. Is it the most accurate? No, but it's actually kind of cute. I do like it. I do like it to a point. I think it's quite cute. I like my little recreation of the MC in the wall. It's cute. All right, the final touches, I want to add a little bit of a shadow to this, just to cast a little bit of shadow on my face, so it just gives it a little bit more depth and perspective. Wonderful. And let's background remove this and see if it gives me a nice version of the logo. There, we can't detect an image, a background. Okay, that's absolutely fine. I'll try and find a different image. All right, we're going to try and grab it from this one. This one will be our salvation. All right, that worked. Cute. Big. Slay. I feel like it needs a bit more of a shadow, like a glow. Yeah, let's give it a glow there. Is this one perfect? Absolutely not. But I don't know. I like it. It's cute. It's nice. I could do better. Maybe I'll redeem myself and do another cabaret next time. If you want that, let me know. Finally, let's look at Mamma Mia. So I have two options for this one. I can go with bedsheet or I can go with this one. Which one am I leaning towards? I actually don't know. Yet. Okay, let me pick my me. That one feels a bit too high. I think that one was like, yeah, that's like the closest. They're both fairly accurate, but I'll go with this one. I never realized how like saturated this asset is. Like the person in this image has been saturated to high heaven. My lord. I feel like, looking at this, I think this one should be my backup plan. I think I should stick to trying to make it with this one, and then if this one flops, then we look at a different alternative. The thing with this is Mamma Mia is such an awkward one because of the way that, like, it kind of, like, fades out. Like, I never know how they quite do this and, like, make it blend with everything in here. Like, that's pretty cool, but also I don't know how they're doing that. Oh, they also have this. Oh, I should have done this version. That would have been so much easier. A bouquet of flowers. Oh, I could have done that so easy. I might do a blend of like this one with what I've got. So instead of doing it up, put me here and have the Mamma Mia logo at the top. Like a blend of the two. It won't be like a completely accurate representation, but it will be like a little bit more like in line with like both of them mixed together, taking the best elements to make this easier for me. This does make this one really easy though. So should I try and recreate the wedding dress on top of me? Oh, that would make it, this makes it too easy. I then proceeded to put together one of the worst images I have ever crafted. It looked so bad. I was trying to put a wedding dress onto myself that just was not my size, obviously, and just Photoshop. I don't have Photoshop, so it didn't look any good when I was trying to do it through Canva. So I went with a backup plan where I then crafted this new image, which is a more simpler version of everything, but at least it wasn't the absolute nightmare fuel of what I did before. Here is the final image, and here is my reaction to what I had crafted before I made this image. It looks so bad. It looks so bad. This is probably the worst one I've ever done. You can pick your version. Neither of them, I'm not surprised. Well, there you go. That's another episode of recreating posters. Let me know your favorites that I recreated in the comments and which ones I should do next. If you did enjoy this video, please consider hitting like and subscribe. It really helps me out have such a channel. Here's some links to some other videos on screen right now and a link to my Instagram if you'd like to drop me a follow over there. I also have other social links and a merch store in the description down below, where you can also get these posters. You can buy them. But that's it for me today, and I hope to see you next time. Bye.